Hello everyone, and welcome to Total Television. One of the most expected Disney Plus shows streaming this year is, of course, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. After getting the shield from Steve Rogers, Sam and Bucky are teaming up to continue fighting the good fight. Helmut Zemo comes back from Captain America: Civil War together with some new enemies. Much like the rest of the MCU, we will see references to previous characters and past events from other movies. For your full understanding of what's happening and what those references mean, we will cover everything you need to know before watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Before we dive in, don't forget to check out our other top 10 content after this, like the video, and hit the subscribe button. Number 1. What is the story behind The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Unlike WandaVision's opening story, a lot about the new show's plot is still covered in a mystery. We know that one of the show's anchors will be Sam's controversial decision to take on the Captain America mantle from Steve Rogers. He is far from making the decision despite his friend's request. Additionally, the US government is less than thrilled by Sam Wilson's choice. It probably has something to do with his previous status as a wanted criminal for backing Steve, and pushing ahead with the creation of another Captain America in John Walker. Bucky faces an even more challenging path back into life after the events of Endgame. However, it appears that he's still hanging out with Sam, even though they continuously bicker like an old married couple. Causing trouble will be the grand return of Helmut Zemo, who has his own schemes in mind after being convicted at the end of Captain America: Civil War. And we'll witness a Sharon Carter come back too. Aside from Zemo, there will be new villains to fight and lots of action, at least based on the trailer. Oh, and spoiler alert, James Rhodes, aka War Machine, pops up in the show at one moment. Plus, given its presence in WandaVision, we'd suppose Sword might play a part. Number 2. Both Bucky and Falcon were eliminated by Thanos. Two of Thanos' victims in Avengers: Infinity War were Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes. This means that they've disappeared for 5 years. This doesn't seem to be impactful on the MCU so far. But spending 5 years in a plane of non-existence? How will those 5 years affect Sam and Bucky when they return into the real world? We will soon find out. Number 3. Falcon and Winter Soldier barely know each other. During the MCU, Sam Wilson and Bucky hardly recognize each other and are rarely seen together. The only time the characters are seemingly together was when they fought with Cap in Captain America: Civil War. Even after the fight, Bucky chilled the next 2 years in Wakanda while Sam was running with Captain America and Black Widow before rejoining in Avengers: Infinity War. Some of the synergies between Sam and Bucky have been glorious moments for both characters. The two established a special connection when the show picks up, but it's unclear whether the two start off this way or bond as the show goes on. Number 4. Helmut Zemo from Captain America: Civil War. Old characters can always return in new ways. All fans will probably remember Helmut Zemo from Captain America: Civil War, whose mission was to tear the Avengers apart from within by turning Iron Man against Cap by revealing that Bucky killed Tony Stark's parents. Zemo's family was murdered in Sokovia during the events of Avengers: Age of Ultron, but his motives throughout the show are unexplained. There is a moment in the trailer where it looks like Bucky is getting shot by Zemo, so this may be an indication that Zemo is obviously up to no good. Both Bucky and Sam understand who Zemo is, so it will be interesting to see their interactions and plot development. Number 5. Bucky's arm. Wakandan technology? Fans saw T'Challa gifting Bucky a brand new vibranium arm in Avengers: Infinity War after his old one was ruined by Iron Man in Captain America: Civil War. Bucky's arm will have abilities that fans have not seen yet, but it's difficult to say what they are. Due to it being Wakandan, probably the arm will have similar properties to the Kimoyo beads from Wakanda, such as holographic projection. Seeing Bucky's arm's new capabilities is undoubtedly something fans are excited to see. Number 6. Falcon is having a new suit. When a superhero character appears in the MCU, as expected, they don a new suit. Well, this time is no different for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Falcon sports a fresh new white and red number in the show's trailer with an upgraded pack and wing design. It's unclear precisely what the capabilities of the new suit will be. Still, there is one thing for sure. They will all be demonstrated when the show begins streaming later this month. Number 7. Steve desired Bucky to live his life worry-free. Another reason Steve granted the shield to Sam could have been that Steve wanted to give Bucky the opportunity to live his life free from the responsibility that the shield carried. Bucky has had a complicated life, from enlisting in the war to being brainwashed by Hydra to getting help from the Wakandans. Could Bucky be merely living his life away from the fight when the series picks up? Probably, and if so, what is the reason behind him coming back to it? The other occasion is that the soldier life is all Bucky has ever perceived. Maybe it's just who he is. He can't stay away from his duty. Number 8. Bucky is still semi-stable. At the end of Black Panther, Bucky appreciates Shuri for helping get whatever Hydra put inside his head out. While in Avengers Infinity War, when Bucky is rejoined with Steve, he refers to himself as semi-stable. There are 2 ways Bucky's character could end up. One is that he truly feels better after all Bucky has been through, which is very likely, as he stated he felt good and he had not endured any relapses since. The dilemma is that there is still a tiny amount of Hydra in him. Perhaps Baron Zemo will try to reactivate the Winter Soldier. Given all the character growth Bucky has had, it would seem bizarre to make him relapse into his Hydra ways too quickly. Hence, the former theory is much more likely. Number 9. Steve Rogers passed his shield to Sam. Maybe some of the hardcore fans have already forgotten how, at the end of Avengers Endgame, once Steve Rogers went back to live his life with Peggy Carter, he comes back to gift the shield to Sam Wilson. Sam didn't want to take it at first, but once he said to Steve he'll do his best, Steve reveals that's why the shield is his. In the show's trailer, the shield is behind glass, almost like in a museum. And the only time Falcon is witnessed with it is when he is throwing it into a tree. Does Sam lose the shield? Only time will tell. Number 10. The show was made like a movie. According to main stars Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, the TV show's filming was not like any other TV show both they or the crew had ever engaged in before. In an interview with Variety, Mackie declared, "We're shooting it exactly like a movie." Everybody who had shot on TV before was like, "I've never worked on a TV show like this. How we were shooting feels exactly like we were creating the movie cut up into the show. In place of a 2-hour movie, a 6 or 8-hour movie. This means that each episode will flow variously to other shows that fans are used to. But since we know, Marvel hasn't missed a beat yet, and it doesn't seem like they're about to start now." Number 11. There will be a new symbol. Another riddle seen in the trailer is a mystery man in a new version of Captain America's suit holding the shield. The man can be seen rushing through a cheer at what seems to be a football game. Wyatt Russell will eventually play the new Cap, John Walker. It's uncertain whether John Walker will be aiding or fighting against the Falcon and the Winter Soldier at this point. Perhaps the government is getting back the shield and is granting it to their latest super soldier. It will be exciting to see how the new Captain America clashes with Falcon and Bucky. Number 12. Who is standing behind the creating of the show? The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is produced by Malcolm Spellman, who worked on Empire, the Music Dynasty TV drama. He's in charge of the writing room with John Wick's Derek Kolstad. Kari Skogland is directing the entire first season. Number 13. How many episodes will there be? Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige has declared that there will be 6 episodes. There's no proof that the show will run beyond the first season. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is premiering on Disney Plus on March 19th. We'll soon learn if the first 2 episodes will launch on the first day, or whether it'll just be 1 episode weekly. Will you be watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload. We hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching Total Television and see you in our next video.